Hello everybody, I'm Melissa and welcome back to Book Bar and welcome to my 2022 rewind redo where I talk about my top 12 from 2020 or 2022 and if they would stay the same order or if I would rearrange them. So we're just gonna go ahead and start. At number 12, I had The Varsity Dad Dilemma by Lex Martin. I'm not gonna talk about these books because I have talked about them a lot on my channel. Obviously they were favorites for a reason, so I will link the video of last year talking about them above. Then at number 11 we had Never Seduce a Scot by Maya Banks. Number 10, Part of Your World by Abby Jimenez. Number 9 was Daisy Haites. Number 8 was A Love Letter to Whiskey. Number 7 was The Gravity of Us by Brittainy Cherry. 6 was Kulti by Mariana Zapata. 5 was The Spy by Sophie Lark. 4 was A Court of Silver Flames by Sarah J. Maas. 3 was Heartless by Elsie Silver. 2 was The Grip Trilogy by Kandi Ryan. And number 1 was Ghosted by JM Darhower. And for the most part, a lot of these I would say stayed the same. There are a couple that really did like fall and like switch around. I did actually like numerically rate these. Like I had like a rating system. So like based off of like numbers, and I was actually surprised. But so I actually would change my rankings a little bit. I also did not reread The Spy, I will say, because I just don't think that one is my favorite anymore. Like in the series, I don't think it's my favorite. I think The Bully is. I think just the like reveals and everything that happened when it happened like hit me so hard, and so it like stuck in my brain. But like the more I think about it, the more I'm like, it might not be. So yeah, I didn't reread it, but I think like and I wanted to reread the whole series and I just didn't end up doing it. So yeah, but who knows, maybe I will reread it this year, but it's not as high up as it was. So we are just going to go ahead and I'm going to rearrange these. I'll be back and explain my new rankings. Okay, so after my rereads, I did have some changes. A Love Letter to Whiskey dropped down. I just felt like the angst in this was so much. Like, it was just too much angst at times. So this it would be number 12. Then at number 11 would be Kulti by Mariana Zapata. I still really enjoy this. I love this. It's probably one of my favorite age gaps, but he's just so mean to her. And like, there's so limited interactions between them at the beginning. Like it takes like 100 pages for them to even talk to each other. So it was a little slow for me, but I still really enjoyed it. Then at number 10, we have The Spy by Sophie Lark. Like I said, I didn't reread it, and I just don't know that it is my favorite anymore. But I still had a great time with it. I still love it. Then it would be The Varsity Dad Dilemma. This had a pretty big jump. I like on a reread, I really enjoyed it. And just the whole series has been fantastic. Then The Gravity of Us by Brittainy Cherry. Still cried when I read it. Still love it. Fantastic. Lucy and Graham are beautiful. Another Graham. Never Seduce a Scot by Maya Banks. Evelyn and Graham are beautiful. I love them so much. My mom actually really enjoyed this one too. Then Part of Your World jumped up quite a bit. This is just such a sweet, wholesome romance, and I'm so excited for the Eternal Embers special editions that are coming. Can't wait. Then I think the biggest jump was Daisy Haites coming in at number 5. Loved this even more the second time. Like there's just so much like foreshadowing and like things that you're just like, ugh, like that you just don't realize until you read the other books and you're like, oh my god, love it. Then stayed in the same spot. A Court of Silver Flames by Sarah J. Maas. Nessa and Cassian are my favorites. They are my babies. I adore them. There will be no Nesta slander going on around me. Ever. Then, shockingly, my favorite book of all time, Ghosted, is actually number 3. Which I still call it my favorite book. Like, it's still my favorite. I still love this so much. But I think because I've read it like 7 times now, like, this reread just didn't hit as hard, maybe. I don't know. I still love it. Still fantastic. Still recommend it all of the time. Then at number 2, Heartless by Elsie Silver. Kate and Willa are amazing. I love them so much. And then at number 1, which I actually said Grip in my 2022 video. I said I think Grip was my favorite, but no, on reread still is my favorite. But I mean, the trilogy as a whole is just beautiful and amazing and fantastic, and I love it. But still made me cry, whereas Grip did not make me cry the second time. I bawled my eyes out the first time. I remember I have a vlog of it, I think. But still made me cry the second time around again, even though I knew it was coming. And yeah, it was just beautiful. So now we're just going to do some fun little stats about this all. So obviously this experiment is just for fun. Like, I still recommend these books. These are still 12 of my favorite books. Like, I loved them all. I just like to see how much like a first read hits me differently than like a second read or a third read. And yeah, so the biggest surprise was that Ghosted was not number 1. I think, like I said, I just have read it so many times that like the emotions aren't quite there as much. Like, I don't cry in that one anymore because I know, like, my heart still hurts like some at parts, but it's not quite as high of an emotion. And then obviously Silver Flames stayed the same. And the biggest like negative was actually Kulti, because that was number 6 and it moved from number 6 to number 11. Like I said, still really enjoyed it, but it was just so slow the second time. But I still love it. Still probably my favorite Mariana Zapata to date. Another like 2 big jumps were a Part of Your World and Daisy Haites. Daisy Haites was above Part of Your World by 1, and it's remained above Part of Your World by 1. But yeah, it's just fun, like, to see how my ratings change, how my reading changes over like the course of a year and everything. But this was just a fun, quick video to, you know, wrap up the rest of my 2023 reading year. And it's just fun to look back on and like see, like I said before. But if you made it to the end of this video, leave me a flame emoji, because A Court of Silver Flames is just chef's kiss. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all the fun stuff. It really helps me out. I'll talk to y'all in the next one. Bye.